Hey everyone, my name is Jason, and this is my attempt to retire early. I'm 51, and I want to retire by the time I'm 55. And one of the reasons I want to is so I can enjoy more life with my family and do things I want to do outdoors. And how I'm doing that is trying to know by year. This is my update for February 2026 on how I did on not buying anything. And to be honest, I failed miserably. I didn't fail miserably. I did not. I bought stuff. And I'm going to take you through what I bought, why I bought it, um, and the thing that I bought that made me feel like a fail, which is going to be surprising. It's not what you think. After I tell you what I bought, um, and I'll show you. I'm going to show some screenshots of what I bought and talk about those things. The biggest purchase I made this year was a Rivian. No, that's not the reason I feel like I failed. Uh, we needed a car, um, and I sold a Lexus several months ago, so I've been kind of waiting for the right car. But I'll talk about the other stuff I bought and why I'm, you know, feeling like it was a fail, and then talk about stuff I'm going to do in the future. Let's get into that. These are the things I bought this month, February 2026, my new buy year. Obviously, the big one I just mentioned was I bought a Rivian. I bought a used Rivian for, I got $500 off of this price, so it was 62,467, I think. It's got 28,000 miles, and I absolutely love it. It's amazing. Honestly, it's one of the most pleasurable cars to drive I've ever had. And I've had a lot of cars. This is my fifth EV. I didn't want to lease again. I just wanted it to be ours. And if I ding it or scratch it, I'm not worried about it. Hopefully, I can keep driving this thing for a long time and be super happy with it. And it was a very good purchase. It's also under warranty for 2.5 years and 30,000 more miles. So I figure pretty safe on that. It's actually already in the shop for a small recall. But they gave me a loaner. That was really cool. A really good customer service so far from Rivian. That's been pretty impressive. Um, okay, let's look at some of the other stuff I bought. So for the Rivian, well, I bought this before we got the Rivian. We were going to Tahoe, and I needed a new snow brush, and we have an Audi that we were going to drive up there, and I was nervous about the snowstorm. That's also kind of the reason we jumped into the Rivian, but I sent back the snow tire chains. So bought something, sent it back. So far the brush scraper, I think this one thing was like 25 bucks. The big purchase there was the things, but I got my money back from that. The other big thing I bought is I bought a bunch of screen protector stuff for the Rivian from this cool company called TW or T-Wraps. They do PPF for cars, and I'm pretty impressed by the YouTube videos about doing it myself. I got a quote for just the hood and the windshield because the Rivian windshields if they get hit by a rock, they apparently crack pretty easily, and it's $1,700 to $2,700 to fix. So all of this, I added a couple more things to this. So it was like $1,400 after the guy sent me a cool 15% coupon code too, which was really nice of him. So anyhow, that was the other big purchase I bought, but I'm going to do this, make some YouTube videos on this about how I'm installing this myself with my son. So that's pretty exciting. I bought a couple, this isn't it. I bought these hinges. I bought two of these for a broken thing in our cabinet. So I don't really consider this as breaking the rule. Like we needed to do this to actually be able to have our cabinets work. So this is not a bad one. And then I bought this hat. Let's see if I can put this on. I went to a hip hop show uh, 2 nights ago with for my buddy's cousin in San Francisco, and I bought that hat and I bought my son a T-shirt. And honestly, the thing I'm the most disappointed about myself for this year is buying the hat. And I'll talk about that a little bit more. Um, but one thing I didn't buy that I wanted to, and I'm proud of, this is a win. So I'm a sucker for a deal. I wanted a new sweater. I saw the sweater's only $67 and I got myself to not do it. And I did not to not do it. I just didn't buy it. And I still like it. I like that it's a cool sweater and I think I would use it, but I got other sweaters and I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not jumping into something that I don't need just because it's on sale, which is one of my biggest triggers. I'm a sucker for stuff that's on sale.
So why am I so disappointed about the hat that I bought? I guess it's the one thing that was truly not a necessity. You could argue, yeah, you don't need the PPF wrap on the car. But I look at that as an investment for the life of the car to not have it be dinged. We live by the coast, and so I've had other cars that got little chips in the hood and then they start to rust. So for a car I'm hoping to keep 6 to 10 years, I didn't really want to have all that stuff happen. So I feel like that's worthwhile. But I've got more hats. It was at a show. It was at a t-shirt shop slash hat store. They did this hip hop thing that my friend's cousin did, and I guess I just felt like supporting the shop. And so in the moment, I'd had a couple drinks. I was feeling good, and I slipped. And that's just a proof to show that like you can make mistakes. You can be in the right motivation, but then you let your guard down with some things, and it's easy to slip. And that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. The best thing to know is to learn your triggers and why you did it. And if you can learn those and pay attention to them, hopefully not make the same mistakes in the future. That's really to me the learning here on that. And then the shirt for my son, I felt okay about that one. He's growing. He's always going to need more clothes. That's a pretty cool. He likes Snoopy. He likes the peanuts. And actually, the guy that designed that shirt was in the shop, and I told him I bought it for my son. He was pumped, and like I like helping out local community stores and stuff that need stuff. Um, for the sweater I didn't buy, I feel good about that. I think that's noticing. That's what I talked about a second ago. Is noticing the trigger of it's a deal. I kind of in my head I can imagine myself wearing it, and then I'm like, well, I should just get it because it's cheap. But like you'll add tax on that, and next thing you know, you're at an $80 sweater, and I've just got enough clothes. That was one of the main things I wanted to be better about this year is not buying clothes because they're on a sale rack or something. So anyhow, overall decent month. Looking forward to next month and seeing how this journey continues. I definitely think I'm improving in terms of my mental state on it and learning ways where I'm catching that trigger in the moment. So stick with me on this journey, and hopefully I can retire by the time I'm 55 with all the money I'm saving from not buying crap I don't need. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.